We're about to go tackle a bee's nest. No, it is not the middle of winter. This is the middle of July. Here's my daughter Tirza. And why are you dressed like this, Tirza?
Well, this also, in a spiritual way, it represents the armor of God. And when we're trying to contaminate that bees or wasp nest, that's like demons or Satan. When they try to go attack you, we have the armor of God on, so they can't hurt us.
Spirit life!
Hey, it's Bruce on another episode of B.O.W, Bit of Wisdom.
A few weeks ago, I got stung on my shin and calf while mowing the yard. I guessed it was yellow jackets and that I'd mowed over their underground nest, which I assumed to be near the pear tree I planted in episode 3 of B.O.W. Well, the next time I cut grass, I got stung on my inner thigh. Ouch! One of my kids is highly allergic to stings, so I knew I had to get rid of these things. Simultaneously, I thought the Lord was speaking to me through these yellow jackets about taking action to protect my family spiritually. He showed me that sin in my life must be dealt with because it could affect my children's lives. I read that if you cover the hole just right, the insects can't escape and they die off. Well, I summoned courage and ran and placed a heavy landscaping rock over their hole and retreated before they could get me, but I noticed the bugs still swarming as much as ever over the next couple of days. I had to take drastic action with these hornets instead of just messing with them and making them mad. I geared up in my thickest winter attire to serve as a makeshift bee suit and went to flood their nest for good.
I'm gonna try to grab this rock and go. Let's see if I can get successful. You get in this seat and film.
That didn't work.
Sometimes you have to take extreme measures to get rid of sin in your life. If you just toy around with it and you just mess around, it's not going to work. It's only going to make the devil come at you harder.
I lit a stick on fire to burn the buggers emerging from the hole, but they got me again at the same exact spot on my inner thigh. Ugh! An exterminator was going to cost too much, but I did reach out to a friend with some expertise in this area. See, sometimes you have to ask for help from those with more wisdom than you when fighting sin in your life. Anyway, this friend told me to wait until night when all the yellow jackets would be in the nest and dormant, although not asleep. He said place a window screen over the hole and hold it down with rocks. Then pour a 3-gallon bucket of water mixed with a cup of Dawn dish soap into the hole. Unlike normal water and rain, which the yellow jackets can survive, this would destroy them in their nest for good. I waited till midnight and carefully snuck up and saw that a cadre of a dozen or more guard hornets were waiting to strike. So I enlisted the help of my braver-than-me wife, and we deftly slid in the screen and held it down, then poured gallons of water down where I thought the hole was, but it was pretty dark and I wasn't sure about my aim. The next day, there were still a few guards trying to get back into the nest, so I wondered if they knew that the others were still alive down there.
There's one. Retreat! Run away! Is there one on me? Dude, is there one on me? Is there one on me? Ah!
There were just a couple stragglers, but I killed them with spray.
Diana, I found the nest.
The nest was totally black and dissolving, and the dead hornets were being eaten by worms.
You know, I wasn't planning to make this video so long. I was just trying to make a quick point about, hey, these bees represented kind of like when sin comes in our life, and we have to take extreme measures to get rid of it. But the Lord was teaching me, sometimes you have to be more extreme than you thought, because I had to take several attempts, and that's true for me in my personal walk with the Lord. Like, There's been times where I thought I overcame a sin, and then it came back to haunt me. I thought I overcame a bad habit or something, and then it crept back up on me. And we have to really be diligent. So the Lord's just doubling down on that idea for me. I need to make the most of every moment to pursue Him. And I can't just sit back and relax and think, okay, I'm good. I have to be diligent to pursue holiness and purity. And just like I had to be diligent with these yellow jackets to get rid of them, and the first 1 or 2 times may not work. You might get prayer, you might thought you went through deliverance and it didn't work, so to speak, but it's all just progress towards your goal of pursuing the Lord, because it's all about relationship with Him. If you don't fill up the hole where the hornets used to be, then another nest of yellow jackets will form the next season. Another group will come in and use that same space. So you have to refill it. So I'm going to refill it with this tree. And spiritually speaking, I think that we have to remember Jesus' words when He said that if you get rid of a demon, then you don't fill up that place in your life with the Lord, 7 more are going to come back and take its place. And that's so valuable with habits and sins and things in our life, not just literal demons. You don't have to have been through an exorcism. It could be something like an addiction, alcohol, pornography, or gossip or something. If you get rid of that in your life, but then you don't refill that void in your life with praise and worship of the Lord, you're going to have a worse problem later on, because the body is just designed to stick to those habits. We have to pursue God, and that's what this tree represents to me. Is, I'm planting something fruitful, something productive in the place where there was something that was harmful previously. If you thought that I was just a big chicken and I was way over exaggerating about getting stung, let me know in the comments. If you've had an addiction in your life or something that you've overcome and you struggled with it again, I want to hear about that too. I'd love to hear what the Lord's done in your life and how you've been able to overcome certain things. Don't forget to share this video with someone that might be able to use it. This is Bruce on Spirit Life.